आप बैठ जाइए, यहाँ पे कथा होगी अभी, 1 घंटा कथा होगी। Sit down,
Hare
sit down.
Krishna. So now we've come to Barsana. And most of you know the meaning of Barsana. Barsana means to rain. But if we put an extra syllable in it, Barsana, it means to cause it to rain. Just like sometimes clouds are there, but it's not raining. So there must be something that causes that rain to come. So, same way Krishna's mercy is like a big cloud of mercy. But we need something or someone to make it rain. That is Srimati Radharani. By her mercy, we get Krishna's mercy. She's the Barsane Wali. So we have very beautiful song. We won't sing all the verses, but if you're getting signal in this far out place, look in Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna. You can look up that one. And we'll sing it in a special way. You'll catch on in a minute. Because Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna. I want the rudge. Everyone together. Shama Gauri Nitya Kishori Pritama Jori Sri Radhe. Bolo Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Rasika Rasilo Chela Chavilo Gunagara Vilo Sri Krishna. Bolo Jai Krishna, Jai Biharini, Rasa Vistarini, Diya Uradarini, Sri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Nava Nava Rangi, Navaratri Bangi, Shama Su Angi, Sri Krishna. Bolo Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna. Pranapiyari Rupa Ujari Ati Sukumari Sri Radhe. Bolo Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Naina Manohara Mahamurakara Sundar Avatara Bala Sri Krishna. Bolo Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna. Chanda Varani Kundara Radani Shobha Sadani Sri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Param Udara Prabha Apara Ati Sukumara Sri Krishna. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna. Hansa Gamani Rajatara Ramani Krida Kamani Sri Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Rupa Rasala Naina Vishala Parama Kripala Sri Krishna. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna. Pratamya Guna Agamya Sri Radhe. Nivasi Prabha Prakashi Sahaja Suhasi Sri Krishna.
Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Shaktiya Ladini Ati Priya Vadini Uru Unmadini Sri Radhe. Anga Anga Tona Sarasa Salona Subhaga Sudona Sri Krishna.
Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Radha Namini Guna Abhiramini Hari Priya Swamini Sri Radhe. Hare 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 Sri Krishna. Hare 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 Sri Krishna. Bolo Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Sri Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna Jai Krishna Jai Sri Krishna.
Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Jai Sri Radhe. So this is a very beautiful song by Hari Vyasdevacharya, an acharya in the Nimbarka Sampradaya. But he signs his name as Hari Priya. So in the last line we have Hari Priya Swamini Sri Radhe. It's just made of beautiful names of Radha and Krishna, so everybody loves to sing this song, especially here in Barsana. So this hill of Barsana is actually incarnation of Lord Brahma. We call it Brahmachal, Brahma Parvat. So you see that Brahma Parvat in front of you here. And behind me is another mountain range. This is called Bilaskar. This is actually incarnation of Krishna, because he can't live far away from Radharani, so he's incarnated as this hill here. And you see now, going up the pass, we see this beautiful winding road with all the trees are just hanging over the path. Especially in rainy season. This is just the end of the rainy season, you see it. Does it look like part of the material world?
No.
In fact, I don't know. If we go down this path, will we ever come back? This is your last chance. If you want to go back to the bus and wait, you can wait. I don't know, Deena Bandhu went down this enchanting path. He never returned. We don't really. So you want to go or you want to stay?
I want to go.
So this is, because we were, just the other day we were in Raval, that is the boarding place of Srimati Radharani. And here we have the living place. When Nanda Baba moved to Nandagam, then Vrindavan Maharaj, he moved his family here to Barsana. And we're on this beautiful Prikrama path. The next stop is called Sankari Kor. On the way, you look up and you'll see the beautiful, sitting on top of the mountain range, this beautiful Jaipur Mandir. As we're going, you'll see. Anyway, where these two mountains join together, it makes a very narrow pass. In Brisbasa we say Sankari Kaur. On the other side of that Sankari Kaur, there's a village called Chiksoli. What's the name? Chiksoli. This is the village of Chitra Devi, Chitrasaki. On the other side of this hill is beautiful. Now I just went there, they expanded it like anything. They made a beautiful park in front of the temple, a beautiful, huge temple is there for Chitralekha. And wonderful sadhu is there from Nimmarka Sampradaya named Radharani, taking wonderful care. So anyway, Chiksoli is famous for butter, milk, yogurt, ghee, all these nice paneer, all these nice things. So every day, Radharani and all her Sakhis, they go through this pass and they go to Chiksoli with their big clay pots on their heads to collect all this butter, milk and yogurt and ghee. So Krishna also knows that they've gone there to Chiksoli, to that narrow pass, Sankari Kaur. So he's been herding his cows nearby. So he comes there with his friends and they block the pass. And Radharani and her friends are coming now. They have big heavy pots on their heads with butter and milk and yogurt and ghee. And we were just singing this beautiful song. One of the verses is Hansa Gamani. Gamani means manner of walking. And Hansa means swan. Now somehow I lived more than 40 years in Bharat. I hardly ever saw a swan. But all our literature, all our shastras filled, Hans, Paramhams, Hamsavahan, Hans, Hansas, everywhere is Hans. In fact, in Brisbasa, what we call space case, they say, oh, Paramhams. So Hansa Gamani means she walks just like a swan. So I've never seen a swan hardly. One time we saw a black swan in Hyderabad somewhere. But so you've probably never seen swans walk, but they walk like this. So Radharani's got this big heavy pot on her head and she's coming through the pass just like a swan. And her ankle bells are tinkling, and our Raghunath Das Goswami, he describes that the tinkling of Radharani's ankle bells is just like a spray, not a spray, mist of tiny, tiny nectar droplets being sprinkled in all beings, moving and non-moving. Ching, 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 ching. And Krishna's there with his cowherd stick, blocking the path. And Radharani comes and she says, please let us pass. And Krishna said, Are, you girls are making big profits selling all this butter, milk and yogurt, and you don't give any tax to your king? And Radharani said, here my father is king. We don't have to give tax to anyone. So then Madhamangal, he becomes the advocate for Krishna. And Lalita Sakhi, she becomes the advocate for Radharani. And Madhamangal says, well, Brisabhanu may be the king here, but the king of whole of Braj is Nanda Baba. So you have to give tax. And Lalita Sakhi says, Are, just see how puffed up. Kitna gabandi, You guys were living there in Gokul with your little friend here. He created so much trouble stealing buttermilk and yogurt. Everybody went to King Kams to complain, and King Kams came with 100 cavalry to arrest that rascal, and you all fled away from that place, crossed over Jamuna, and Brisabhanu Maharaj, out of the kindness of his heart, he gave a tiny corner of his kingdom for you to stay. And now you're claiming to be the kings of the whole place. Just see how puffed up. Kita Gamandiye. Madhamangal says, wait a minute, where did you get that story? That's not a bona fide story. We're going to the GBC. You're preaching deviant philosophy. Nanda Baba is the king of whole of Braj. So you'll have to give tax, and for every argument you make, we're going to double the tax. And Lita Sakis, yeah, what about you guys? You're taking your cows everywhere, eating all the grass. You should pay tax for that. All right, now we're going to double the tax, and you girls are going everywhere, stealing all the flowers of Braj. We're going to tax you for that too. We're going to double the tax and tax you for that. In this way, both the advocates are making the arguments back and forth, back and forth. Now you have to understand, they're just little children. And this big pot on Radharani's head is getting very heavy. So finally, she gives a little push, like that to Nanda Nanda. And you know what happens when the little boy gets angry, right? It's just like an atomic bomb has gone off in the heart. And Nanda Nanda, he grabs the mouth of that pot and pulls us off of Radharani's head. And then Radharani, we just described what happens when little boys get angry. We're afraid to describe what happens when little girls get angry. Radharani grabs the other side of that pot. Her eyes are crossed, like her eyebrows crossing like this, shooting darts at Nanda Nanda. And she begins to push. And Krishna begins to push. And she begins to push. And then all the cowherd boys get behind Krishna and they're all pushing. And all the Sakis get behind Radharani. They're all pushing. And they're going up and down, up and down. Finally, Radharani, she screams, and all of the friends begin to push and push and push. And they're going to break through. And Krishna sees they're going to break through. And he sees a stone there on the path, and he just, pow, smashes that pot on the stone. Now this happened 5,000 years ago. We're going to go through that pass, and you know how yogurt's a little greasy, right? You can still see the stain of that yogurt dripping down the stones there. You'll see it when we go that way. So this became known as Sankari Kaur. Now, we're going to go up this beautiful winding path. I don't know if we'll ever come back. And we'll go through that Sankari Kaur somehow or other. I'm too old, I can't do it anymore. This is barefoot mountain climbing 001. And you'll see, when you get there to where the two mountains meet, we told you this is incarnation of Lord Brahma, this hill. So, you may remember from the Brahma Vimohan Leela that when Brahma came to apologize, beg forgiveness from Krishna, it says in Bhagavatam, he fell down just like a blank rod.
Danda.
Oh, that danda's rod, but what is the blank? Golden rod. Because Brahma's complexion is golden. So you'll see, when you get there to the pass, you'll see all the rocks on this side are yellowish. And I told this Bilaskar is incarnation of Krishna. So you'll see all the rocks on this side are blackish. And you'll see that stone that sticks there, and you'll see all the stain of the yogurt going down. On the other side, you'll see there's a big platform. On the Triadasi after Radhastami, 13th, they have a big festival there. You'll be surprised. You'll go there, you'll see this place. When you come there, you won't see a single cubic inch that's empty. There's Brijvasis everywhere. And they all come there, and there's a whole Raslila group. There's all these young boys. They dress up like Radharani and the Sakis, and one of them plays like Krishna. This is these boys. They're showing us what is the real feminism. Because you want to wear your hair like a boy and call it feminism. You want to do the work of a boy and you call it feminism. You want to dress like a boy and call it feminism. But these boys, they're wearing their hair like girls, they're talking like girls, they're doing the work of girls, and they're dressing like girls. This is real feminism. And they're singing and dancing all this pastime. And the head of the Leela group is Dan Bihar. He's there with his silver cane, singing and singing. And the Sakis come and they go, we call gulcha, like this. And he chases them, he gets very angry, chases them with his cane. It's all big fun. Then finally from Chiksoli, all the villagers come and they rip up tree branches and bushes, and they pick up Radha and Krishna on their shoulder, and they bring them to that Sankari core stone, and they smash a big pot of yogurt. Everybody dives to get some of that Maha Prasad. It's a big fun. This is on the Tridasi. Every day after Radhastami, there's Leela going on somewhere. So try to see the Leelas here at Sankari core. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now we're going to go through up this wonderful pass. We'll go through the Sankari core and come down to Chiksoli. If you don't think you can make it, I have a couple of spaces left in my car because I also can't do it anymore. You can come in our, 2 or 3 people can come in our car. Hare Krishna. Okay, so try your luck. When we get to the other side, you can wait there on that platform until everybody comes. And then you'll walk through the village, do a nice kirtan, enlivening all the Chiksoli Walis. And eventually you'll come to a big parking lot. And right by that parking lot, there's a temple called Radha Ras Mandir. And they have a big prasad hall, and we'll all take breakfast there, in that big prasad hall. So as soon as we get through, you'll see you'll see the big parking lot, and right on, when you're coming, it's on your right side, you'll see this big prasad hall. We'll all sit there and take prasad. They're very kind, they always let us.
Prabhuji will come with you.
Huh?
Prabhuji will come with you in the car.
Okay.